What's up, Cancer? This is Marcus from Kingdom Lions Oracle, back with another Tao Oracle for you. This is going to be for the dates of March the 14th to the 20th. We're going to start off getting you some Oracle cards. Also, we're going to take some time to get you some Tarot. We're going to get a spiritual card, a daily life card, and then a card with time frame energy. And then we'll clarify here for you. With the Tarot, we're going to clarify what is your past, present energy, future energy, and then also the outcome. Okay? And then also, I just want to thank all of you for sharing, and subscribing. And thanks to all the people who've been watching my videos and showing me love. Thank you for your time. All right. So, first, we have, for your spiritual card, we have Empathic Starseed. Okay? For your daily life card, we have Splitting Apart. And we have a new start is coming for your time frames. Alright, so Empathic Starseed, let's see what we have. Alright, so it's like we have the Hanged Man. We have the Hanged Man, Death and Rebirth, and the Temperance card. Mind you, this isn't a new deck, and they all came out in a row. So it just tells you that you have a lot of growth going on here for you. Alright, so what's going to be... Alright, so the outcome is the Knight of Cups and the Two of Wands. Alright, Splitting Apart is number 23. 2 plus 3 is 5, so it's about something that's going to be changing in your life. Okay? Which you can definitely see with the Hanged Man, the Death card, and then also the Temperance. Alright, so the first card out is the Queen of Pentacles. Alright, then we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. Alright, let's see what's the outcome energy. Alright, so we have the Ace of Swords. Alright, and then the last one, the new start is coming. Let's see what energies we have here for you. So, what do we have for you in the past energy? Alright, I'm using the Lightseers Tarot for those who are interested. Alright, so we have the Magician card. It's a great card, especially for a start of a new beginning. You have the Queen of Swords. And your current energy. Alright, the Hierophant. And the future energy. And let's see what the outcome is for the new start that's coming. Alright, Spirit has a lot to say. Alright, for the Lovers. Alright, so the bottom energy is the Seven of Swords. Alright, so just looking at some of this here, I definitely can see. Now, with that Seven of Swords energy, it looks like there was some deception that was going on behind your back. This particularly shows that someone was sneaking up behind your back, possibly going to stab you in the back, doing something bad behind your back. Not necessarily stealing, but might have done something, something to damage you or something to hurt you. You definitely didn't see it coming. Alright, so first we have the Empathic Starseed. Right? The Empathic Starseed is energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Okay? Now, Cancer, you are a very, very psychic sign, so I can imagine that, some of you, if not all of you, are probably empaths. So this is definitely something that could represent you, could show you. And if you see the picture, there's a picture of a person with a blindfold, and they have a mirror. And they're trying to look through the mirror, but they can't see anything because the blindfold's there. But they're submerged in water, and everything around them is glittering and moving, so they can literally feel every wave that comes, everything that comes, every feeling, every bubble that comes. So this could be very representative of you, especially for some of the Cancers that I know personally. All right, so we have the Hanged Man, or the Hanged Woman. Right, so you see the picture of this card. This person is suspended in the air, and as they're suspended here, they're not able to see anything that's going on. But they have enlightenment, and they have the glow that's going from their brain. Now, the Hangman is about slowing down, sacrificing. Sometimes you're the martyr, and you purposely do this time to take out and slow down because you're looking to achieve a goal or something that's changing in your life. Just seeing the progression of everything, You know, this is actually showing that there's a big transformation that's coming because you see that things need to change. And apparently, you being having that empathic, you know, very psychic side of you, this is something that you can feel that's coming. So you decided to take some time, and that's why you have that glow. Your third eye is leading you and it's giving you some enlightenment. Okay? Now your current energy is the Death card, Rebirth. This could be Scorpion energy. Also, this could represent someone who might be in your life that might be a Scorpio. It might actually be the person, you know, that you're involved with, possibly. But from what I can see from this is something that's going to change you. The color of red is the color of the cloak. Now, red is of passion, fire, emotion, but it also represents our fears. So it's possible that this is a change that's coming that you can totally see. You've taken some time out and you've had to relax, you've had to chill, you've had to just kind of stop back and say, you know what, let me just take some time, be by myself, think by myself. And this time that you've been alone is totally changing how you see things. Now, the Scorpio card is the Scorpio is actually represented by Mars. I apologize. Scorpio card is actually represented by Pluto and Plutonian energy. Now, Pluto right now is doing a lot of crazy things. Pluto is actually in Aquarius right now, I think, and Pluto is the planet of destruction and change. So there's a big chance that this is changing you on the inside, but it's also changing your world. Right? Now we have the Temperance card. Now, the Temperance card, this is representative of Sagittarian energy, so possibly you have a Sagittarius that's around you. Also, maybe the Scorpios around you, or this Sagittarian energy could be part of your chart. Now, the Sagittarius, this is about balancing energies. As you can see, they're trying to balance out their water along with their fire. Now, this is divine timing. This is slowing down, taking things kind of easy. So because of the fact that you've had that hangman, you've had that moment that you've had to slow down and change, sometimes the transition actually will make you sick. Sometimes those transitions have to make you take time to kind of think of things different. One of my favorite cartoons, The Avatar, Zuko, he goes through a change. And when he's going through this change, he was like evil and he was chasing after the Avatar. Once he changed his emotion, he decided that he wanted to be a good person. He actually was sick. And he actually had to lay down and he actually had to get healed up for a week before he actually was able to change. And he had to be taken care of by his uncle before he came out of it. But once he came out of the change, he was a totally different person. And that shows me kind of the same thing that's here. You know, it could be the same thing that happened to you, just like what happened to Zuko in the Avatar. Zuko came out as a loving person. You know, he was coming out as a knight, but a knight for love. You know, he wanted to fix things. You know, in the past, his father had treated him messed up, but he came out as a loving person, but he still was willing to fight for the right thing. And you see this person, they have the Two of Wands, and they're kind of looking out on the earth, and they're trying to figure out what's the next thing to do. And that kind of reminds me of the Avatar, because once Zuko came out of his transformation, and he was sick, and he was like reclining, he even left his uncle, and his uncle was the person that was there for him. So some of the people that was closest and loved him, he decided to be alone. You see how this person's alone? They have their passion, and they're looking with their second wand, trying to figure out what's the next step in life. What's the next thing to do? What's the smartest thing to do? You know, so I think that with this feeling that's going through you, that's kind of shaking you up and it's kind of sending shockwaves through your body, this is something that's going to take a little bit of time for you to adjust to, but this is going to be a beautiful transformation. It's almost like when the winter freezes up and everything goes dead. But then when the spring comes, everything grows brand new, nice and fresh. So then we have splitting apart. Right? So splitting apart, this is impermanence, collapse, deterioration, separation, let go, surrender, eliminate the old, and death. So as you can see, there's a feather here, which is feather is a sign that spirit is there with you. So during this transformation that you're going through, more than likely you've been seeing some signs. You might have been seeing some feathers. You know, you might have been seeing some synchronicity. Number 23, 2, 3 is 5. And 5 is a number of change. So this is a permanent kind of theme that's going along with you right now. And probably during this week, you're starting to really, really feel it. And, more than likely, Cancer, this is something that you've been feeling for a while, the start of it, because you're very intuitive. But this is something more that you're starting to feel more this week. Now, with that death and that rebirth, that change that's coming through in your life, you're splitting apart. Literally, you might be splitting apart from a loved one and deciding that you're going to go a separate way and you're not going to be in a relationship anymore. You could be splitting apart from a job that you've been, for 10 years. You might have been there for a long time, or could have been there 5 years or so. And now you decide to make a change, and you're seeing all of these different signs that you're getting from spirit that's telling you that maybe you do have to change. We have the temperance here. 1 + 4 is 5. You have the 2 and the 3 and 5. That's changed too. Right? Now you have the Queen of Pentacles here. This is in your past energy. The Queen of Pentacles is a resourceful person, loving person. This is a person that's very, very creative. They can create food out of the house, just from grabbing things out of the cabinet and cook up a good meal. They're also very resourceful when it comes to the money. They can make their money stretch and make the money do a lot of good things for them. And so I think that part of this is possibly saying that you might be splitting apart, but you might be heading towards a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is representative of an earth sign, and this is a Taurus, could be a Virgo or a Capricorn, and maybe this is the person that, you're starting to realize that, you may have to go separate ways, but this might be the direction that you're heading towards. You have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about mastery. This is your current energy. So in this time that you've been going through this death and rebirth, it looks like you might have been taking some more time to focus on yourself and to go to work, master things. As you see with the lunar cycles, maybe you've been starting some moon rituals so that you can get some power and send your intention out to the universe. As you look on this table, they have all of their, ingredients to set up a good moon spell or to set up their rituals that they can do for their manifestation. So maybe that's a new practice or something that you might have started, sending that energy through the moon cycles, and getting this going. Now, also for you, Cancer, your sign is represented by the moon. So this could also show, since it's showing the moon cycles, this can also show the change that you're going through from just being a steady person to changing your cycle to mastery, now to going to a new person. Right? Your future energy is the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is also, in some cases, pages are representative of messages. So this could be a message that's coming to you, possibly a text message or an email. This also could be a person that's coming to you that's giving you brand new inspiration or like a new project of something that you may see. Wands, or especially with the core cards, the Page of Wands is representative of Sagittarius, Leo, also Aries. So this might be a person that's coming in that's giving you a new spark, or maybe they're giving you advice on something new. But you can see this person is carefree. They're kind of letting things go. With the splitting apart, you're seeing that things aren't permanent. Things aren't always going to be there. And that maybe that you have to change the way that you feel and change the way you go. Right? And then the end, you get the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, as you can see, this is a download that's coming to you, Cancer. And you can see the staircase that's kind of swirling going down into the head. And this also reminds me almost of like a conch shell, a sea conch. And this is something that's deep, deep, deep in the water. And you kind of have to dig deep to get the emotion. But this download that you're getting is totally going to change the way that you look at things. And it's going to be that eliminating the old. And this is going to be part of that transformation, that's coming from the death and rebirth that you've been currently experiencing. All right. So this is one of the illest confirmations here. You can't make this stuff up. A new start is coming. So whether this is you having to start a brand new relationship or start a new job, or maybe you've moved locations and you started a new life, this is a new moon. And so as I mentioned before here with the new moons, and also Cancer yourself, you're represented by the moon, possibly this is you starting new manifestations. This is you starting brand new things. You having control to make your own destiny. You have the Magician card here, and you see the Magician is putting all their energy and they're putting all of their elements into creating this new vortex, this new energy that's creating a brand new world, a brand new portal for them. So this is almost like a new door that you're going to step through. It's like a new life. It's like definitely part of that transformation. So now, even though the cloaks aren't the same, look at this. You have the death and rebirth wearing a hooded cloak. And then you have the magician here wearing the hooded cloak, and now you're able to see the face. So it's almost like as you were going through the change, you couldn't even recognize yourself. And that you went through and it took a lot of passion and change, and you probably sent some energy wishing through the stars. Now this change is coming, and you're starting to recognize yourself more, and you're realizing that things are in cycles, and you have all the power to create everything. You just have to put your intention into it to create the future. Okay. The current energy, you're moving on with the Queen of Swords. Now, in this deck in the Lightseers, I absolutely love this card. This is like, whether you're male or female, however you gender identify, this Queen of Swords is bad. She's a bad MF. You know, she has her katana sword, which, if you know about swords, is one of the sharpest swords in the world. So no matter what, it slices, it cuts, it kills. Okay, she's got her sword in the sheath, and she's contemplating. Now, if she takes this sword out, you're in trouble, because, you know, whether it's a ninja or a samurai, once they take the sword out, they don't put it back until their sword tastes blood. And they think with wisdom, and they think with intelligence. They're very, very, very sharp. They even have intuition with them floating, okay, helping. Now, the wonderful thing about this is, you're being a water sign. You can see they have their cup locked up here, and they're saying, I'm not thinking about this at all with my emotion. Okay, I'm going to be well spoken. I'm going to say exactly what I'm thinking. I'm going to say exactly how I'm feeling. Maybe I might use half of my crown chakra, that's the white, and there might be blood. You know, you might be afraid of what I have to say to you. But guess what? This is the Queen of Swords. This is a bad motherfucker right here. Right? Now this is leading you to the Hierophant energy. Now, the Hierophant energy, this is your future energy. And you, again, being a Cancer, you're very, very, very psychic, very intuitive. So you see this person, they have the stairway going up to the universe. And this is sending all of the energy that's walking up to them. So whether or not you're starting a new habit, you know, you could be starting a new meditation, you know, you could be learning some new skills, doing some yoga or what may have you. This is a new pattern that you're going to start going in the future. This is your future energy. You know, the Hierophant also could be representative of jobs. This could be representative of, you know, like an institution, like, you know, say you work for a college or something like that. But in some cases, this also represents a spiritual teacher, as you see with this person. This is a yoga teacher. So I'm thinking that you might be starting a new process, you know, possibly started learning yoga or maybe Tai Chi or some type of meditation or mindfulness that's helping you. And it's going to also help you to increase your power so that you can manifest, you know, because one of the things I know myself, being a Tai Chi teacher, once you manifest and you build energy, you can actually focus what's called your yi, which is your direction. And once you focus your yi, that gives you more manifestation powers so that what you're trying to manifest comes quicker. Right? So in the end, you have the Lover's card. Now, with this Lover's card here, this gives me strong, strong vibes of a relationship. So possibly for some of you, this absolutely might be a relationship that you're starting. You know, this might even represent you. You know, maybe you have dreads or maybe you don't. Or maybe you're the female or maybe your boyfriend is the other. But this is possibly could represent you when it comes to the love. And you see in the back there's the passion with the red swirling around. But at the same time, you see there's a Sagittarius arrow. Okay, you know, Sagittarius is an individual that kind of knows where they like to be. They kind of know they're going on a journey, you know. And right now, with Sagittarius energy, Neptune represents Sagittarius. Jupiter represents Sagittarius. And right now, Jupiter is in Cancer, so this brings a lot of good luck. You know, also this does a lot for the astrology. So, you know, look at your birth chart. Possibly, you know, you might have Gemini in your birth chart. You may have to make a really, really double-edged sword. This might be you choosing a relationship that's either based on love, or maybe you're choosing a relationship that's based on physical contact. You know, it might be the best sex you ever had, but you might have met a spiritual person that you're connected to. You're not really sure exactly where to go. Okay, but definitely you have all of the power inside of you. You know, especially with this Ace of Swords, you're downloading, you're making your changes. You know. These last couple energies I see here, you know, obviously you have the Seven of Swords, and that Seven of Swords is representative of people doing shady things behind your back. So just intuitively, if you're in a relationship, you have a shady person doing something behind your back, that's going to send you to want to do something different. You know, kind of like that Usher song, you know, want to leave the one I'm with and start a new relationship. That's that six of swords. You're going on a new journey, and you're not sure exactly what's going to take you, but you know that it's going to take you somewhere that's better, somewhere that's safer, calmer waters. You know, you've had some regrets. You know, you've been thinking about things, you're regretting the times that you spent with the person. They might have hurt your feelings and did some shitty things behind your back. But now the tide's coming, and it's your turn to go and surf. It's your turn to, you know, surfboard, jump on the surfboard. You have a new love that's coming to you. You have new healing that's going to be there for you. Okay? And then this was representative of you, King of Cups. This is you being sure of yourself and the decisions that you're going to make and how far you're going to go forward. You can see the ships in the background and the ships coming in, you know. And then you see that theme, the ship coming in, the water with the tides, you going on a new journey. Okay? And then just one more energy, 4 wands. So happiness is coming. Just be patient, manifest it. You have all the tools. All right? So I just want to thank you for your time. I'm glad I was able to take some time to read some things for you. It was a pleasure. You know, for those who haven't, please like, share, and subscribe. Love to have you view the page. Welcome to the community if you already are a subscriber. And also check out my description box. You'll see some information about the cards that I use for this. And also, if you want to donate, you definitely can donate. My information's there. It was a pleasure reading for you. Take care. Have a great week. Peace. Take care, Cancer.